Oreos and y'all got the sugar cookies over there.
Why is
Y'all want to go get the sugar cookies?
No.
Oh no, I'll
You
go.
got
All
sugar cookies?
right.
I'll do it up.
We are live
I definitely didn't
on
put enough.
Facebook and YouTube. Super excited. Today is our first daughter's tea. And it's very special because, well, one, because today is my mother's death anniversary. But I want to say celebration of life anniversary. Can we say that? Because
Yes. Celebration.
I don't want to, have the negative connotation to those sorts of things. You know what I mean? Okay. So, so we're going to have a lot of great and fun. We lost Omika. We lost our camera. And we just gained Felicia.
Hi.
All right. Okay. So I was just saying hi, and we're live now. So you made it. Okay. I was just talking about how today is special to me because today is the day that I actually lost my mom 25 years ago, actually. So she's been gone as long as she was alive. And that's like crazy to me. And really am so appreciative of all of you that showed up and took the time. You understood the assignment with the 1960s style. So thank you. There she goes.
I couldn't hear you guys. I had to go get my earphones.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. All right, so before we start, this is a daughter's tea, so I would like to talk about some of the tea that I'm drinking right now because it has so many health benefits and it may be able to help other people because I'm an advocate, so gotta do that. So I'm going to start with this one. This is 100% pure dry butterfly pea blue tea Clitoria flower herbal retreat. Okay, so it's blue matcha, and it is a flower petal from the indigenous to Thailand. These flowers have been consumed in Eastern medicine for centuries as a brain booster, antidepressant, and a stress reliever. Blue matcha is rich in antioxidants and known for stimulating collagen production and reducing inflammation. So this tea right here, and it makes a really pretty purple color. So it starts out blue, like the colors on the back, it really is like the truth. So it starts out a blue and it can go to purple depending on how long you keep it in the water.
Nice.
So it's really pretty. You can make like a lemonade tea with it. That's what I used it for first. And now I just added it with some of my other teas that I have. Speaking of other teas, I know as a sickle cell patient, we have to take pain medication, or for whatever reason, we have digestion issues, big time, sometimes. So, excuse me, this is called, for those who love a calm stomach every day, ginger and peach herbal tea. So I like this tea because it has a lot more than ginger and peach in it. The ingredients is peppermint, wild orange leaves, chamomile. I do say chamomile. Don't at me, okay? Natural peach and ginger flavors with other natural flavors: ginger, licorice root, which is really good for you, fennel, and marshmallow root is really good for your kidneys, and peaches. So it's a really good tea to have. And then every tea that I drink usually has a lot of benefits for my kidneys because I have kidney disease. So I like to pretty much help myself. And this one is the roasted dandelion root. Dandelion root is tremendously good for your kidneys, and it's just amazing for so much. But look it up. I'm not going to go all into that. Then, of course, we have the detox tea, which has dandelion root and burdock root, which is good for you. I also have some sea moss pills that have burdock root in it. So it really is good. It does help with your kidneys and stuff like that, and detox, of course. And then I just wanted to show this one, which is the blood pressure tea. This helps to lower your blood pressure. What's in it?
sorry.
So it has eucommia leaf. I think that's how you say it. You know what? I'm not gonna play with these people with this name. Chinese holy leaf, chrysanthemum flower, white mulberry leaf, foti, hishu root, and horny goat weed. So yeah, it's good to lower your blood pressure. Yeah. So these are all the teas that I have, and I just kind of wanted to show that before we started today, and just appreciate my guests and their beautiful faces. So let's start with introducing ourselves. I'll start, and then Ny'lah, are you participating or not? Okay, so can we get it together? Are you gonna put your gloves on? Because you could go over there and mope.
My mom,
You can go and mope.
Get them dirty.
Hello, everybody. In case you do not know me, I am Shabreon Howard. I am a 32-year-old sickle cell advocate, mental health advocate, and I'm also a writer, filmmaker, photographer, graphic designer. I do a lot of things, but most of all, I am a mother of this beautiful little brat of mine, Ny'lah. I love her, but she get on my nerves. Okay, she's trying it. Other than that, I am also, the reason why we're here is because I'm the daughter of a sickle cell patient as well. My mother passed away from complications, as I stated before. So, without further ado, we just kind of just go down the line. So, just kind of popcorn it. Whoever wants to go next.
I guess I'll go. My name is Shaquanza Love. I go by Kwanzaa. I am 36 years old. I have sickle cell SS. I have 4 kids, 3 girls, 1 boy. My oldest daughter is here. My other girls are around us, even though they're supposed to be in the other room. But my oldest daughter, Ny'lah, is gonna be the one participating in talking in a live tonight. And that's it. Oh, I'm a professional makeup artist, esthetician, and I just love Shay. And I'm gonna love y'all too once I get to know y'all. So I'm just excited to be a part of this, and whatever God wants to do with it, I'm down for it, y'all. Down for it. And that's it.
All right. Do your daughter want to introduce herself?
Ny'lah, tell her hi. Tell her hi. Yeah, you gotta speak. You can't just see her.
You can't
It's okay.
see her
Don't be scared.
in the camera.
We can't see her.
I know, it's okay. Just tell them your name is Ny'lah, and tell them how old you are. They want you to introduce yourself, silly. Go ahead.
Can I say hi to them, Mama?
Come on.
Can I say hi, Mom?
Come on.
Can I say hi, Mommy?
Say it, Ny'lah. You were gonna be interviewed tonight, baby. You ain't just saying looking pretty.
Oh,
Hi, guys.
She said hello. Tell them your name.
hi.
Mommy's my teeth.
You look so cute.
Touching my teeth.
Tell me your name.
I'm Shamila.
She said her name is Ny'lah. Tell them how old you are. It's okay. She's 12 years old. I don't know why she's shy.
You got it. You got her. You amongst friends. It's okay.
Yeah, we're it's just us talking.
Okay. No, sorry.
So okay, sit up so they can see you, or I just let Star do it. You know, Star not dressed. Okay, go ahead. It's all that's it. Okay, that's it.
Okay. So we're gonna let Ny'lah go next because I forgot I just kind of skipped past her a little bit. Sorry. Go ahead, pretty girl. What? I can't call you pretty to the world. You gonna introduce yourself?
Hi, my name's Ny'lah.
You better come on.
Hi.
Like you know.
My name's Ny'lah. Hi, my name's Ny'lah. I'm 8 years old. I have sickle cell trait.
All
I'm
right.
in second grade.
All right.
And I'm in the ribbons. Wait.
Girl, what you doing?
Wait, I forgot to show you my signing certificate.
Can we do this real quick before we do that? No.
I keep on running the 20-minute challenge.
Okay.
All right.
Congratulations, sweetheart.
She's a proud reader. She gets her awards and all that. Okay. Whoever wants to go next.
All right. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes.
Hi, everybody. I'm Felicia Hunt, aka Mama Fifi. I am a sickle cell advocate. I have sickle cell myself. I'm SS. I am the founder of Sex Coaching, and Sex Education Services.
Yes.
I am a former co-host from Unpacking My Past with Shabreon. Hopefully we'll get that back going one of these days. I provide all kinds of services. I, help women who have been sexually assaulted, with trauma, generational trauma, all kinds of different relationships, couples, individuals, and I help people move from shame to freedom in their sexuality. So I am here to support each and every one of you and dive into the conversation. Yeah, thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Hey, I know Omika, I know Nita. Yeah, and I just don't know you. Glad to meet you. You're beautiful. You're kind of halfway in the camera. We need
I
to
know.
see you.
I was telling her I was trying to position myself in. I don't know why I keep cutting.
I love that hair color.
Thank
Me
you.
too. It's beautiful.
I just put it on her when y'all ask a question. That way y'all can see me. Because I don't know why I keep splitting it off. But
yeah, that's much better. You
Yeah.
are beautiful. Yes.
You are
need
too.
to see you.
Like Barbie.
All right, since we popcorning it off, I'll send it over to Omika.
Hey, I'm Omika. I'm 36 years old. Hey.
Oh, I didn't tell you guys how old I am. I'm 55.
You look darn good, girl.
Don't you?
You look good. I wouldn't have been able to. You look good.
And I have one son, so I don't have a daughter, so it's just one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead, Omika. Sorry.
It's okay. I'm co-CEO of No Pain in the Playroom. I design clothing, accessories, and I have a jewelry boutique surrounding sickle cell as well. I have sickle cell SS. I'm a warrior and an advocate. Yeah. That's about it.
Mm.
And I see you.
And I
well.
love skincare, so we need to talk.
Awesome. Yes, we do. We do. I know, but we need to talk on the age because it keeps splitting.
Okay, guys, I just realized we're only live on YouTube. That's why I'm like, why we don't got no viewers? But let me see if I can change that. I don't want to mess nothing up though.
Is Miss Nita going?
You know what? I don't know
She's muted.
what's happening. Okay, let me see if I can. I don't want to mess nothing up, but I just want to see if I can. If I can. I shared it already on the, like I shared the link to YouTube onto Facebook.
Okay.
So the link is there. Okay. I think I can. I think I can. Okay, yeah, I can. Okay. Yeah. Got it. For some reason, I don't know why it wasn't already selected. And I didn't see it in the corner not being there. So my bad. But that's all taken care of now.
Awesome.
Oh.
Okay, let me 1 second. I'm sorry. I hate that I had to stop in the middle of what I was doing to see if it worked. Okay, yeah. Okay. So we're live on Facebook too as well now. Okay.
Okay.
Awesome.
So we've already introduced ourselves.
I found the perfect chip.
And next, we are going to get to talking about what our lives with sickle cell is like from our perspective. I can't start because I'm actually. You want to start? You have it, yeah, that part. You got it? All right, that's my girl. Okay. Ny'lah's gonna start so that I can finish this real quick, getting us all together. And she's gonna talk about what her life with a mother with sickle cell is like. She wrote a speech, so be patient with her. Go ahead, baby. You got it. You can start. Sit up so that you can project your words.
Life with my mom having sickle cell. It is bad because she is being mistreated. It's terrible hearing all that she's been through. I am disappointed in those doctors. They are bad. I do not know that I know they are doing it just for the money. They should have been doing it from the heart. I can't believe that.
Keep going.
Number two. She is feeling better.
When I'm not in the hospital and I'm feeling well and she's living with me, this is her perspective. Go ahead.
She is feeling better. Great. Because she is focusing on what she's doing. She's out, so I help out a little, cook because she can get more rest. Number 3. Can you ask a question about number 3?
What was that one? Oh, this is what she feels like when she has to uproot her life when I have to go to the hospital.
Good, because I can see my friend Kaya, her mom. Friend Sophia.
Yeah. Just leave it.
Sophia's mom.
So how do you feel about it? You're clear, but you're away from it home.
Sad.
Sad.
Sad because when you're not here, I miss you and I can't hug or kiss you.
Okay. Um. All right. So we're just about done. Sorry. Is there anything else you want to say?
Mm.
How do you feel about mommy being an advocate?
Happy because you help all the people who are needing help with their doctors and then advocate for them. I'll speak for them.
Okay. Thank you, Ny'lah. That was so sweet. I appreciate everything you said. You told the honest truth about your feeling and your perspective of living life with a mother who has sickle cell. Um, I want to say that me myself personally, living with this illness, especially after losing my mother to this, has been very crazy. If I could use a word, I think I would say crazy more so than anything, because I really truly have to separate what my mom went through versus what I go through. Meaning, I thought because we had the same illness that we would have the same problems, that it would be very difficult for us to, for myself, I'm gonna keep it to myself, for me to maintain. Um, but I had to realize a lot of things. My mother was sit down, sit down. My mother was a lot sicker than I am, even to this day, and I I struggled with survivor's remorse for so long. Truly have. Um, I really thought it was just unfair that my family had to continue to go through the same thing that they had just went through and then lost someone very near and dear to them. And here they are in the same situation. And also bad for outliving her in a way, just not feel well. Honestly, it does feel a little bad because if I'm being quite honest, because I'm even though it's also a good and a bad, the fact that I am living longer than my mother, but it's just I see a lot of the things that she missed and not getting older and not having more years. I'm 32. My mom died when she was 25. She never even got to see her 30s. So I think that makes me feel a little different, a little bad about that. Um, but for the most part, living with this is hard. It's very difficult because the constant just interference and disrespect sickle cell shows on a daily is crazy. Okay. If I'm being real, I feel like if sickle cell was a person, they would have to meet me outside. Okay.
Damn.
All day. And it'll be on site every time I see them.
Right.
In real. I'm telling you, it's a real situation. So, and especially it's really hard being a single mother with sickle cell because I don't really have much help with her. And I never, like, every time I say that, I don't say that for sympathy. I don't say that to, oh, no. It's life. When I decided to have her, things were more structured and more traditional of how things should have went. I had a support system, but things change. So I had to adjust to that change. And I had to do what I had to do. And I'm still doing what I have to do. And I love being a mother. It's hard, but I love it. I wouldn't change it for anything in the world. She gave me a fight that I didn't even know was in me. So I appreciate even the bad, the ugly. I appreciate everything I go through as a single mom because that lets me know that I'm alive and I'm still here to fight. So, what do I feel like when I'm having pain? I feel like not you again. Really, my issue isn't with my pain though. Like, of course, it's annoying and I hate it, but my issue is more so with my blood. I have anemia, sickle cell anemia. So losing the dangerousness of my blood count dropping and going to the hospital and figuring out that I'm at, dangerous levels. Sorry, I gotta turn this down. I'm it's a process, and I just wish there was something that would just like keep my blood where it needs to be. And I think I would be fine. But that's not how it works. So I gotta do what I gotta do. I have to do my every 2 month blood exchange. And it sucks and I hate it because I have to uproot my daughter and our life, and I can't just go sit in a day clinic and get it done, which sucks. So yeah, it's a process, but overall, I feel like I'm a warrior, and I have the strength in me to continue on and to help people and to be of service for everyone that I can be. It really has opened my eyes about a lot of things. So, and I know if I didn't have sickle cell, I wouldn't have that compassion that I have, that empathy, all the stuff that makes me me. Sickle cell helped build that in me in a way. So yeah, that's my life with sickle cell. Shaquanza, you want to go?
You want to talk first? You want me to go first? Why are you being like that? It's okay. My baby literally turned to 5 and she about to be 13 in June. But my life with sickle cell, I had other things aside. My story, I didn't lose my mother, Shay, but my mother was not in my life. My grandmother, my aunt actually raised me. So what I can appreciate about them is they did not baby me. They did not treat me any different. I had a pretty much normal life. I did everything a kid would do. I, graduated with honors. I got a degree in trade. Um, Everything I set out to accomplish to do, I have done that, and it's because of the foundation. And I thank God for that because I think if I didn't have the foundation that I didn't have, that my life would have turned out the way that it did. And the only thing I think that just eggs my soul with sickle cell is having a business and it interrupts my business. So about 6 months ago, I recently had a client say she quit coming to me because I got sick too much. And that really bothered me. So being honest with y'all, I would literally self-sabotage. I'll be hurting and still go to work because I didn't want the reputation of, oh, she's so good at makeup, but she's sick all the time. So I thank God it's been a year since I've been hospitalized. God is so good. And I try to, be productive in taking care of myself. But I think that's the frustrating part with having an illness. I never let it stop me from doing anything. I think just the interruption. Y'all know how I just come out of nowhere, interrupt your life, knock y'all feet a little bit. You be like, God, doggone it. Not right now. I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to do that. And then the effect, that's why I like Shay that you brought the kids into it. Because y'all, when I'm in a hospital, it depresses me being away from my children. The phone calls, the FaceTime, crying and begging me when I get home. The one instance where I almost passed away and them telling my kids how things were looking and them crying and pleading me not to leave. I could hear them. I couldn't respond, but I could literally hear my children. Oh my God, I'm trying to cry. But I could literally hear them begging me not to leave. We can't control that. So I think with having kids, it was one thing to be told. I don't know if y'all were told this, but I was told we couldn't have kids. So when I got pregnant, I'm like, how the heck I'm pregnant if I couldn't? Then my doctor got pissed off at me. He's like, no, you were not supposed to get pregnant. He said, it ain't that you can't have kids, it's just you shouldn't have kids because it can kill you. And all my pregnancies at the end were like deadly, but the pregnancies itself were amazing. It was just at the end, I don't know if I just was overdoing it or whatever, but it was deadly every time. It was a bad near-death experience, which I thank God that I survived it. But it's just, I'm grateful that I chose to live. A lot of sickle cell warriors don't choose to live; they exist. They let this disease overtake them, and they let this disease dictate their life. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna come just like everything comes in life. You know, we got financing, different things that happen. But with sickle cell, I thank God my folks raised me the way they did, because I didn't allow it to stop me accomplishing everything that I wanted to accomplish. So my daughter then went and put her whole outfit on. She said she gonna get in this doggone live. She literally went and just dressed.
Okay.
I would be in it. I'd be in it. I think I would be in it too. Me too.
Yeah, she got something to say. Don't let her speak.
And I'll let you speak, okay? We can't do the pink bows, but everything else I work with. This girl didn't want to put a whole dress on, y'all, with a jacket and a belt. One of the high-waisted belts and everything. And she is a
Yes.
So to wrap up what I'm saying, life with sickle cell for me, it has had its hard times, but I just thank God that I had the drive that I had to keep going and keep doing things that they say normal people do. I hate that term with normal people versus us. I feel like I'm just as normal as anything. Just got this little thorn in my side to pop up, here. So yeah, so I pretty much got married. I got my daughter corrected me. I have 5 kids, y'all. One I didn't birth. But she was like, "Mommy, no, you don't. You got 2 boys. You don't have just one." But I have 5.
Okay.
Girl, she got me together. So like, no, mommy, what about what you see? So I did everything life's supposed to do. Found a career, the whole 9. So I just thank God that I was able to do all that. So what I'm gonna do is, Chanel, you want to speak first? Here, you want to tell them how life is with me and having sickle cell and dealing with me being in the hospital and stuff like that?
Hi, Adrian. Thanks for joining.
I need to see you. You want me to let Star do it?
Yeah, I want to talk.
Okay. Okay. What's talk? Okay, talk. Mom. They want to see you though. Come on, talk. You gotta speak up so they can hear you. Okay.
What do I say?
Just tell them how life is with me having sickle cell. How does it make you feel? How is it when I'm in the hospital, y'all? And sometimes when I have the lengthy hospital stays and stuff like that.
Well, you haven't been in the hospital for like a year.
Yeah.
So that's one thing. She's been doing good.
Can she speak up just a little bit?
See, they can't hear you. I speak up.
I'm speaking up.
You don't want to be on the camera?
Oh,
okay.
But just talk louder.
Can she stand behind your daughter? Yeah, the daughter. I don't know why I said it like that.
Talk.
But,
so we can see her.
So she hasn't been in the hospital for a year. That's good. But she take medicine for her pains and her legs. And what else do you have been?
Everywhere.
Everywhere. Me too. So
Sorry, come on now.
she take medicine every day for her. And she still gets up and do her job and her working and take care of us, even though she's been living and stuff.
How does it make you feel?
How does it make you feel when I do all that?
I mean, I help her,
No, how did it make you
Like,
feel?
how does it feel on the inside? Get sick. Like, does it make you sad? I know it makes you happy when I'm feeling good, but when I get sick, how does it make you feel?
What makes me
Do you be sad? Like, you know how you be FaceTiming me, asking me when I'm coming home, how long it's gonna be before I come home? Like, how does it make you feel when I'm sick?
I'm sad because if you feel sad, it's just
Because
get hard for you if you like sick. So you just gotta keep up and keep it going and talk to her every day and stop being sad because
You gotta talk louder, they can't hear you, mama.
she don't want. My mama don't want us to be sad. She wants us to be happy because she said if we sad, it'll make her sad. So we just gotta keep it up and make the good work. My friend.
So she basically, did y'all hear what she said?
no.
Really?
All right, you wanna come on camera? It's hard for Ny'lah to come on camera. All right, eat your food first. You're not gonna smack and all that now. Clean your mouth up. Come next to me. This is my 8-year-old. Her name is Star, y'all. Hold on. Yeah, come on, baby.
Hello.
Okay.
Hello.
Tell them how old you are
Hello. Oh,
and tell them what grade you in.
I'm in second grade.
Okay. And then tell them
Great.
how you feel when I get sick.
When my mom is sick, it makes me feel bad for her, and I just sometimes want her to get better more than one day, and it is hurt. Sometimes when mom is in the hospital and someone has to watch it, someone we're getting ready to go to bed, I almost cry sometimes when my mama's not here, and it makes me feel like she's gone. But I always remember that she will always be inside of me and not always
Right.
around too much.
Good
And
job.
I don't want her to go back in the hospital. If she does, it'll happen again.
Right.
I'm just gonna tell them about my thing.
No, it is not about you, mama. That's it? That's how I make you feel? Okay. All right. Oh, what else? Did I miss any more questions as far as
More.
What was the question again?
I know you said
How does it feel when your mom is here?
Oh, like
But not
emotionally.
emotionally.
She
How?
said, "How does it feel when you're home and when she's home and sick, or when she's home and well? Is that
Well.
home and well? How does it feel?"
And doing well, y'all ain't gonna lie. I'm so hard headed. I be up and moving back to normal. I know. I need a whooping. I know. I be up and moving. I only been at the hospital 2 hours and be already up.
Mom, are you okay?
Cause my kids be like, "Mommy, I miss you." And then you know how you get out and like my folks will keep the kids sometimes. I be like, "Bring my kids home." I have an autistic son, so I don't want him to be away from me too long because he need routine. When you break the routine, it's not good. So when I'm doing better, I'm like, I just want my children at home, back being comfortable with me.
So we can help her.
Okay, I ain't gonna put on camera. Go ahead, cause you was talking. So I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So when she get home, when she get home from the hospital, I help with my siblings and with cooking and stuff, so it won't be so hard on her.
So y'all heard Ny'lah, that's my oldest girl. So she said when I get out the hospital, she helps with cooking, helps with the siblings, and try to do whatever she can to make me feel better.
I'm not gonna do it.
Help her.
Y'all, everybody want to play dress up. Now I'm a 5-year-old and want to put on a skirt and a purple shirt that don't even match the skirt, Lord.
How are we ready? This is night.
Then the skirt side out, flip this way, it's flip underneath, not like a skirt. It's everybody said, "Look, you're not gonna."
That's hilarious.
I'm going going to be in it. Period.
I feel like you're leaving out.
No, we're not leaving you. So yeah, so in essence,
Yes.
because
Themselves.
you know it affects the kids when you get sick. It do. And then I be feeling guilty because I'm like, Lord, I ain't asked for this illness, but I don't want to leave my shit. Y'all, I will fight tooth and nail. I'm talking about to the point the ambulance gotta come in. When I tell you I wear that thing at home, I try to fight it. And when I know I'm like, ooh, this bad, I need to go, I'll go. But baby, if I can weather it at home, ooh, I do what I gotta do and stay home.
Yeah.
But now that I'm getting older, I'm being smarter with that because I don't want to cause any harm, detrimental things on the inside because I'm being stubborn. So God is good, y'all. I'm 36 years old. We all beat the odds. All these statistics they put on us, all these things they said we couldn't do, and then some warriors, entrepreneurship, I'm finding is better for some warriors than actually going to work somewhere. Because I know when I was working a 9 to 5, them people was not trying to hear me getting sick. My boss told me out her own mouth, baby, go to college. Go do something else. You can't do a 9 to 5. You get sick a lot. And I feel bad having you at work here and you can get sick again. I don't want to keep coming to see you there because I'm putting you on the clock. But I was her best worker, but because I got sick a lot. So that's why I was like, okay, I thank God I found entrepreneurship because we make our own hours. We do our own thing. We got nobody tell us what to do. And if we get sick, we can take our time, rest, and do what we need to do. So that's why I push any warrior, find your passion, your gift, and profit off of it because a 9 to 5, it'd be hard. It's a blessing for those warriors because it's rare. I see some warriors that don't get sick for years. I'd be like, can y'all please tell me how y'all do it? Because I want to know. Y'all
What's
doing
the
5 to 8
secret
years old crisis. Please tell me how to do it because I want to know. You know, but
When you get more sleep at night and stop doing this activities.
you heard my daughter talking about you got to get more sleep at night, mommy. And,
That's, you know what? That's
just need more sleep.
Hey, okay. Now, don't be putting me on blast too. I was
right,
going to say.
get more sleep and slow down your activities is what she said.
Yeah.
This, you want to tell? Come here. You want to tell them because you didn't want to put on the dress too. Look, she didn't went. Come on, y'all took over the show. Might as well come speak. Say hi.
Yeah, we are working. We just need to
Come here. Tell them how old you are. And what grade you in?
Oh.
Okay. And how does it feel when I get sick? How does it make you feel when I get sick?
Sad.
You be sad? You want me to come home, huh?
It's ginger tea.
Okay.
Just taste like ginger tea.
Mm-hmm. And what else? What else you want to say? They didn't went in the church closet and put on church dresses, y'all. I'm too fine.
Hey, they had something to say.
Right.
They are color coordinated with you, though.
Right, and I didn't even help them because I was sitting here the whole time. That's why I was like, hold on, everybody went put on their red. Oh.
Mine was black.
Anything else you want to say? Where's your glasses? Look, you're not supposed to have your glasses on. But what you want to say?
I think.
You think what?
I think I want to say what we're wearing.
Yeah, well, they know what you're wearing.
No, what we're wearing.
What wearing?
Yeah. Oh, we're not. We're in Pensacola.
Yeah, we're in Pensacola, Florida. Oh, I'm sorry, I ain't tell my location. I'm sorry. So I'm born and raised in Pensacola, Florida.
All right.
Miss Ny'lah, this is the baby cord blood that I stored. The one that you helped me get her cord blood done. This is her. The one that I stored her cord blood when you helped me. This is her right here. It was her umbilical cord that we stored.
Me?
Yep, your umbilical cord.
Okay. Nita always coming through in the clutch.
It's her. That's the one that you helped me. So yeah, y'all. So we ain't gonna take too much. Let's pass the torch on to Miss Felicia.
I didn't know that I had you, so we didn't save it. But had I saved it, I could have possibly used it to get cured. Yeah. Sorry, I was explaining the Ny'lah she asked.
Oh, about the
Yeah. Okay. So, we still would let's keep going. Nina, do you want to speak now, or Felicia? Because I think you're in an elevator. I just realized that. So whatever works. You spit on me, bro.
All right, Miss Nita, you don't want to go now? I can if you need to get settled. Get settled. All right.
Okay.
I'll go ahead. Well, I was born and raised on the south side of Chicago. I discovered at the age of 6 that I had sickle cell disease. And I was like looking at my mom like, what the heck is this? I never heard of it before. She never heard of it before. That's when we all realized that how it worked. You know, she had the trait, my father had the trait. That's how I got the disease. And you know, growing up was very hard. Teased. You know, your eyes is yellow. Are you contagious? Ugh, get away from me. All that kind of stuff. You know. But we forge on. You know, your daughter's not gonna live till age of, past the age of 21. Well, 55 now. Hallelujah.
Come on here.
Now. still going. But lately, I haven't had pain crisis, but I have been, having the difficulties, of the things that are associated from having sickle cell disease. So about in 2021, I got some sort of infection, and I don't know, something happened, and I woke up in ICU, and they were saying I needed to be on dialysis. And so I was on dialysis from May of 2021 up until January, and I'm off dialysis now.
Yay, that is good.
Yes, and so it was a hard journey because my blood count, like you, Shabreon, kept dropping to dangerous levels, and I kept having these, getting these blood transfusions, and I was very concerned about that because I wasn't getting blood transfusions that often. It would be like twice a month, every month, and then after I got off in January, what was that? Easter weekend, I was in the hospital getting a blood transfusion because it dropped to 4.1. And then just 2 weeks after that, so just last week, Tuesday, I went in like a 24-hour and had to get another blood transfusion because it dropped to like 5.1 or 3 or somewhere around in there. And so I'm having that same problem. But I did get a chance to go, and this might be some helpful information. I did get a chance to go to a specialist at UCLA, and he was telling me that hydroxyurea has a side effect, which lowers your blood count. So I didn't know that. It has that effect. And so I went to my hematologist, and she lowered the doses. So we're trying to lower doses to see how that will work out. But when I was on dialysis, already having sickle cell because the hemoglobin, the cells die off like, quicker, and on hydroxyurea, all of that was pulling down my blood count. And so I'm glad to hear that it might be a possibly because of a side effect, and there's something we can do. So we did lower the dosage, and so now we're just watching it, and I have to see the doctor like every 3 weeks to get my blood checked. But you know what? They have a hemoglobin kit. You can prick your finger and the blood, and it'll tell you what your hemoglobin is. So I ordered one of those kits, so now I can, keep on top of checking if my hemoglobin is low, so it won't get to dangerous levels, so that I can do something before I'm feeling really, really bad. Because that time where it was 4.1, I know I was close to something. Something happening. I was not. My chest was tight. I just wasn't feeling well. But what I am so glad, I went to school, like you say. My childhood, my parents, because I had an older father. He was like 23 years older than my mom, a young mom, and I think because I was the baby, they did not really try to force anything on me. It was like, if you feel good, whatever you want to do, kind of a thing. But I kind of learned through my life, like as I experienced how strong I was, and equipped to do things. When I felt, oh, I can do that, I can do that, I can work, I can do that, I can do that, I just start achieving more. And so I did finish my master's in marriage and family therapy. I'm working on my doctorate, my dissertation for marriage and family therapy. I became a certified sex coach. I have my own business. I see clients. I'm a Reiki master. I'm a card reader. So I love helping people, and I know that that's my calling, and I know that's why I've been put on this earth, and I think I know that's why I've been preserved to be here and help people. I have a son that have mental health issues. That is the next thing I'm going to tackle, since this is mental health month. He had been diagnosed with schizophrenia. I just had an ordeal with him a couple of days ago where I had to call the paramedics because I found him breathing, like gasping for air in his sleep, and I didn't know if he was going to go to the other side or come up out of it. I didn't know what was going to happen. And so just continue to pray that I can find help, because you guys, pointed out some good points, and I just want to touch on those couple of points. One about grief and loss, of which I did have a talk roundtable on grief and loss last month. But we have to understand that grief is a part of life. Death is a part of life.
It is.
And the cycles that we go through as a result, that grieving process, we have to let that be a normal process and not tell ourselves we can't feel that way. And we cannot put a time on when our grief is going to end, or when we get to that acceptance stage. And so we have to go through it so that we can learn from it, because I believe grief is a teacher, and it's supposed to teach us how to be better people, how we supposed to live, how we supposed to treat each other, how we want to have our space and place in this world. So that's what I look at grief for when we lose something, because this year I'm gonna be the age that my mom was when she passed away, 56, and she had kidney failure because she had high blood pressure, and kidney damage. And so you do have, like you say, when your mom died from sickle cell at a young age and you surpass that, you can't help but to feel that. It's like, okay, I'm about to get the age my mom was, like, let me watch out. Is this it for me? You just can't help to have those thoughts. But, God got a plan for us. I believe we are all here for a reason. All of us, all of our days are numbered. We can't do anything about it. But what we can do is what we can do with our time. It's like we have to figure out what it is that we want to do with our time, so that we don't have no regrets. We don't have to look back and be talking about if I coulda, woulda, shoulda. We will be doing exactly what we were called to do, as our higher power called us to do it. But we just got to get in line with that, because sometimes when we called to do something, it might seem difficult, but we, like you've been talking about, fight. We can fight for our life. Why can't we fight for what we believe in? I will I will fight to the death for what I believe in now. I used to be afraid of that. But you know what? I'm not going to let you doctors or anybody else dictate to me who I am. I'm going to tell you who I am. You understand me? I'm going to tell you who I am. Okay? And I'm going to tell you whose I am. Okay? But then we're going to come to the table and figure it out on what's the best next step. Okay? Because I'm not taking a no for an answer. You know,
You sound like me.
you're gonna have to tell me what's going on. You're gonna tell me where my resources are to get help. You can't tell me that the health care is just for the rich people and you don't take my insurance. You understand what I'm saying? If you don't take my insurance, then to direct me to somewhere that got my insurance, okay? So I can get the help that I need. All right. But you know, they try to oppress us and suppress us. And they use this medical model that is steeped off into death. You know, like that's all you got to look forward to. You That's a lie. You ain't gonna speak that into my life. I got more to live for than you ever know. And you will never dictate that or speak that into my life. Okay. I need people to understand that. And so it's what's in you. You know, you define who you are. You don't let people define who you are. You define it. You speak for yourself. You don't let other people speak for you. And if you can't call me.
That's big old
advocate. Call me. Call Nita. All these great, wonderful people. Call us. We're here for you. Because I have a voice. I am not living in my trauma. I am not sickle cell. My name is Felicia. I am a human being living with sickle cell. So, you know, people need to understand that. And we are human beings that go through human life situations just like everybody else. And we deserve the best care just like anyone else. I'm sick and tired of this subtle way, the marginalized
negligence, malpractice,
whatever it is that's in these people's minds. You know, when they just see you and they just think that they can just do anything. You know, no, that time is up. You just can't mistreat people. You know, it says, treat your neighbor like you treat yourself. Love your neighbor. Actually, love thy neighbor as you love yourself. So I guess a lot of people don't love themselves because they don't know how to treat people. You know. So, and the other point that you were making, and you said Saquan, how you say your name? Saquanzia?
Kwanzaa. You call me Kwanzaa.
Yeah, Kwanzaa. You were making a point as well, and I think I done went on a healthcare trip, and I can't even remember.
No, but
it was something you said that caught my attention. The child, you know, the childbirth and the age, telling you about how long you want to live, and all those things that you were talking about. You know, we have to continue to have faith. You have 5 beautiful children. I only have one. I'm blessed to have that experience to have a child. I would have had more if I was married, you know, but none of the knuckleheads that was getting married didn't want to be married, so I wasn't gonna have no more kids. Okay,
and you went without being
married. Huh?
I said you went gonna
that's
settle.
A fact.
I wasn't gonna settle. I wasn't gonna settle. So I wasn't gonna be married. I didn't want to do this by myself. I wanted to have a family. So I'm just here to. I'm an advocate not only for sickle cell but for women, because before the age of 18, most women have been sexually assaulted, and with sexual assault or abuse or whatever type of trauma before the age,
when I was little.
Yes, and whatever that trauma do, it takes away our voice, and sometimes we go through life never having the voice to speak up for ourselves. All right. And I help women to find that voice, because we are the mothers of all living. Without no woman, there would be no children. There would be no future. Okay. Because the babies have to be born through the womb of the woman. So we are very important to this creation. You know, man and woman together bring about the balance of things. When God created us, he created us as one. Okay. And so, and that's how we're supposed to operate in our relationship, as one, the balance of harmony. You know, that's what we're supposed to have. And so when I'm helping people in that realm, it's just so fulfilling that people get it, that people decide for themselves to design the type of relationships that they want to be in, and then move forward and work on that and create that harmony and that balance. Even within yourself, if you're not with somebody, being a single person, you can have harmony and balance in yourself and have that peace. And so I think that's a lot of things that contribute to how I feel inside and how I have less crises, because I know who I am and I know what I need and I know what to do to get it. And I create peace, and my home has to be peaceful. And I deal with conflict head on. You can't be afraid of it. And I think all those things, when you do that and deal with things straight up, you have a healthier way of thinking, you have a healthier lifestyle. You can choose to do better things for yourself and take care of yourself, and always incorporate that self. When I get tired, baby, I can take a nap anytime. Ooh, I'm gone.
Right.
Take a nap. I mean, I don't feel bad about it. I don't feel bad about it. I'm down. I'm gonna take my rest right now, because why? I need it. I don't feel guilty. I don't feel like I have to be up and doing everything because somebody else want me to. I'm free. I'm free to take care of myself the way I need to. And that's just the way it is. And I hope I encourage, people who watching, listening with us today. And, it's just take care of yourself, be kind, have good character, and, things will work out. And I wish the best and peace and blessing and abundance for everyone. Thank you.
All right.
That was amazing. That was so amazing.
It was everything we needed, and everybody feels you in the comments. By the way, they are really? Like, yes.
Thank you. I can see some comments, but that's good. I'm glad. Thank you.
Yeah. I don't know why we can't see the comments on here, but I'm watching them. I'm keeping up with them on Facebook.
Very good. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for that. That was amazing. And honestly, can you stop? When you were talking, I was just like, oh, okay. I just know that the most expensive place in the world is a cemetery, because all of the $1 million dreams and ideas died.
Yeah.
And I want to die completely broke. And that's I want to
with all your ideas out there in the open, where everybody can see what you have contributed to the world. You don't want to be taking nothing to the grave.
Exactly.
That's very good. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, Omika, would you like to go?
Yes, I would like to go. So, dealing with sickle cell, I think I felt every emotion on this earth. I was diagnosed at a very young age. I was 8 months when I was diagnosed, and I didn't grow up with my parents, but my dad's my dad's sister, which I call my mom, she took care of me and my sister since we were babies. So, and when she found out that I had sickle cell, she learned all she could about it. So she never let the doctors tell her what was going to happen. She'd listen to them, but she'll go research herself. And me growing up with her in my life, she always gave me the choice. She when I was 18, she told me if you don't want to take this new medication, which was hydroxyurea, she was like, you don't have to take it if you don't want to. And I was like, I don't want to take it. I didn't see the point at that time. I'm not gonna get my weekends back, because I was going to the hospital every weekend to get Desferal and blood transfusions every single weekend. So I'm like, I'm still going to be going to the hospital every weekend. I'm just going to be taking another pill. I don't want to do that. So she was like, okay. So I thank her for that, for giving me like a choice and a voice in my life. You know, she always taught me things about sickle cell, and she always, you know, told me how to like conduct myself in my hospital with doctors and nurses, and always asked like what medication this is, like all this all the stuff that she taught me was like great, because I did lose her at a young age, and that's where like it gets difficult, because she was everything to me. Like, that was my mom. But I met my biological mother when I was 16, and that was a whole different experience, because, you know, my dad and my mom didn't know they had sickle cell, didn't know anything about it, and I had to, you know, have a deep one-on-one with my biological mother and tell her like, it's not your fault, you know, you did not know. And we had to go back and forth about it, and she was like really upset about it, but like, because she sees me in so much pain, and she sees me like going through everything that I go through. And you know, we just had a talk, and I was just like, it's not, I don't blame you. I love you. I thank you for bringing me into this world. I know I have a purpose in this world. And just because I have sickle cell, I think that just adds on to my purpose, you know? So, yeah, sickle cell has been very trying for me, because I've been through a lot with this disease. What, you know, losing people, losing my friends that have sickle cell. Survivor's grief has been big with me, like really, really big, because I lost like 3 of my best friends back to back to back with sickle cell, and it was really hard for me, and I felt like I did lose my voice, because sickle cell basically broke me, because I was surrounded in the light basically, and I was trying to help everybody else, and I always say you can't help anybody else if you can't help yourself. So that was big for me, and I just didn't know how to get out of that, because 3 of my best friends, I've known them since I was little. We were like 8. We grew up in the same children's hospital together, so it was really hard for me to lose them. And then my brother, my sickle cell brother, he I was in a coma, and he was the first visitor, one of the first visitors I had when I woke up from my coma. So when he was in a coma, I was like, oh, he's gonna wake up, you know, it's gonna be okay, you know, he's strong. And when he didn't wake up, it was devastating. And we had our organization, and I just didn't know where to go from there. So it's been a lot with sickle cell, and dealing with the pain. It's annoying, yeah, but I'm not gonna say I'm used to the pain, but I know what it is, and where it's coming from. So I can kind of combat it, kind of push it back. I know what to do. I take my vitamins, I take my medication, and you know, I try to stay on the healthy side, or the more natural side, because I don't really like prescription and things like that. But Yeah, so the last time I was in the hospital, I was in there for almost a month, and they told me that I was having problems with my platelets. So I had to start taking hydroxyurea, which is like really difficult for me because I never wanted to take that medication. I'd seen like the bad side effects that it had on others with sickle cell. So I was just like, I don't want to take that. But it's kind of like I have to take it now. And it's just like, it's very trying. So, like, do I take this medication and I help my issue that I'm going through, which is my platelets being very high, with like 1,000,000 they were at. So that's extremely high. So I'm going back and forth with everything. And I just think that with sickle cell, it makes you a stronger person. It gives you life experiences so you can live life the way that you need to. Um, yeah, it's just been a lot.
It is. It's a whole lot. And I just want to thank you for being you. You know, you add so much to this community, to everything that I've ever, asked you to be a part of. You've always been like, if you can do it, you're going to do it. You've always been that ride or die sickle cell advocate that, I truly appreciate. And, I know all that you've been through is hard, but I'm just glad you're coming back into the fold and you want to, speak up more because your voice definitely matters and you have a great story and people need to hear it. So thank you for joining. I truly appreciate it.
Thank you. I
Ny'lah, you
appreciate
said you
that.
want
Yeah.
And I do think ever since I was little, I always knew that sickle cell can never hold you back.
Well, I was gonna say, in a way, sickle cell is kind of a superpower.
It's a superpower? How so? Because there are multiple people that special. Stand up and talk. Right. You sit up.
You're kind of breaking up. I don't know.
She's moving a lot. And it's like being choppy now. I told you don't do that. Sit up.
Oh.
She says sickle cell is a superpower in a way.
I
I used
know.
to
I know.
always X-Men because we have that one thing that makes us so different from the rest of the world, but it also makes us special at the same time. So I get that. I receive that.
That's
All
good.
right.
That's nice.
Nina,
My
you ready?
name is Nita. She have to unmute herself. Yay! Hi, Miss Nita. I miss you.
You all look beautiful.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Nita.
Oh my! Now see, you guys are dressed up the year I was born in the 50s.
Right.
Having those teas, yeah.
4 years before my mom was born. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Spending the most of
50s,
the day
60s, 70s,
waiting
80s,
for someone or
90s.
something. Now I want to tell you, you all sound like I'm drunk. Okay, so it's like bragging. So that might be my phone. It's like you're talking like this. So I just took my meds so I could catch up. Okay.
Oh Lord.
That's quite all right. I know technology does what it wants to do, so
Yeah.
that's perfectly fine.
I like
I
a big
just
bang.
This bang. Oh
Yeah,
my gosh. It took me like 50 million times to do it. But it came out okay.
and it's like
You look
it's so
Michelle
cute.
Rodriguez over
Yeah.
Thank you.
more beautiful than the cartoon character. I love your
Yeah.
love that color.
I love
Oh
both
my
of the
goodness.
colors. I'm gonna have to get
Yeah.
with Kwanzaa.
you, y'all. Thank you.
I love that neckline. Look at that neckline. I tell you, that is 50s.
Yeah.
Okay.
Doesn't she
And
look
the
like a
big
Black
bow.
Barbie doll?
Is Shabreon's neckline?
Yeah, Miss
Yeah.
Shabreon's neckline.
Yeah.
Yep.
Love
Thank you.
it. Yeah.
You're
I want
welcome. And
her.
I love the psychedelic background. Miss Felicia, it looks like you're going full circle. Yeah.
That's what I
Yeah.
said. That's right. Gotta come full circle, go through the fire. You gotta get to that bullseye right there.
Oh, nice.
Bullseye.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
And that's actually the one we take before we get up there with God, and fly with the
No.
angels. That's our path we're on. And we got, just as you say, we got to be on our path and do our God's work. Because if we don't do it, we don't know if it will ever get done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who else gonna do it? That's right.
Yeah. And
Caroline
that's
said,
what keeps
"Omni, are you channeling Jessica Rabbit?" Oh no, that's for sure, Quantia, because
Yeah.
yeah, Jessica
The
Rabbit.
red hair, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Got that Jessica Rabbit going on, girl.
Yeah.
I'm
All
sorry, I
right.
didn't mean to cut you off. I just wanted to. I thought
It
that
was
was
fun.
really cute.
It was really fun doing this. Like I like this. Very creative. Very fun.
yes.
Well, I am a
Well, let
creative
Miss
being.
Nita tell what
Yes,
she
you
did.
are, Shay.
Miss
You
Nita have
are.
done a lot for the sickle cell community. I want to.
I know. I'm waiting for her to come through
Right.
because we already know.
She was at my house this week.
See, she's always there. She's always there for people who need her, especially sickle cell warriors. Why are you grabbing on me like this?
Because you have nothing.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a few questions and then we can try to wrap this up. I don't want to keep you all too long. So let me just go. So Nita, in your opinion, what is the biggest challenge in the treatment of sickle cell?
Okay, say that one more time, please.
Uh-huh. In your opinion, what is the biggest challenge in the treatment of sickle cell?
What is the big what of treatment for sickle cell?
Yeah,
Challenge.
what is the biggest challenge in treatment of sickle cell?
Okay, the biggest in treatment?
Biggest challenge, yeah.
Okay, thank you. Got it. Is finding capable doctors. That's the biggest challenge. Capable doctors.
Yeah.
The lack of education. So my challenge is to get the experts to train the others so that they will people proper. And the other challenge I would say is for every doctor, medical professional, teacher, insurance person, nurse, administrator to feel their worst pain ever. Then some. Then they will understand the plight of sickle cell and pain patients. Okay, but they also have to understand that it's so much more than a pain crisis.
Mm-hmm.
We can get total treatment to look at our patients from more than one angle, because they're stuck on stupid when it comes to pain, and they don't think about anything. That's all.
That was good, Miss Ny'lah. All right.
That's an amazing answer. Okay, Miss Felicia Hunt. This question is, what are sorry, I left I just had it. Oh, what are some common misconceptions people have about sickle cell patients or just the illness in general, and how can we combat these misconceptions and communicate more effectively?
Okay. Well, I think I know a couple of things, like it's a Black disease and it's not. Another misconception is that although there have been young people that die, don't necessarily mean that that's the norm, that everyone with sickle cell will die at a young age. And another one is that, that sickle cell, people with sickle cell, can't have their normal lifestyle. I know a lot of folks who have went to college, worked, bought homes, had children, and still here. And I think one personal thing of mine that I can say, I believe sickle cell, someone who has sickle cell, it's about the mindset. I think if a person with sickle cell buy into the disease, the dis-ease, I think maybe sometimes that's where most of the problems come from, because they focus on the dis-ease instead of focusing on how to be well or how to live with it and not be it. Don't associate. Like sometimes I hear people say, my sickle cell disease. I don't claim it. It ain't mine. I didn't ask for it. Okay. So I live with it. And if it decide to go, I'll be okay. It can go on its merry way, So I don't claim it as if it's mine. It's not mine. I think in all design and all in the purpose of things and on the spiritual level, I think that we who have sickle cell disease was put here for a reason, as an example for us to learn from and grow, and whoever else is in our life, for them to learn and grow from our experiences. I think we teach each other. And so with the misconceptions, I would just say, we have to remember how most things get started. Most things get started that are misconception is based on someone's theory, and it's based on a perception of someone is better and someone else have to be less than, right? And when you have that idea that someone is better, or a certain group of people is better than another group of people, then you need that narrative to always keep that suppressed or oppressed group of people in a lower position. But I'm here to tell you that narrative is just a construct, and anything that is made up can be changed. Anything, a learned behavior, can be changed. So if the construct is racism, then it's a construct that can be destroyed by people in these professional fields, if you have a bit of that in you, you can choose to change that because that's just a learned behavior. It's a social construct. It really doesn't even exist. But if you want to believe in that narrative and to keep your stance to say, I only want to help this group of people and not this group of people, then that's the narrative you need to believe in. But me as a person and us as a person who deal with sickle cell don't have to buy into that just because somebody else buy into it. We can choose to say, I'm not going to buy into that. I'm not even going to think that that is the thing. Maybe it is the thing, but I'm going to tell you that your thought is not more powerful than my thought. It's not going to dominate my life, and then it's not going to keep me from getting the kind of treatment that I deserve, because I'm going to keep going until I find that one that don't believe in that construct, that is there to help people, that is there to help the human race, period. Because having this disease and labeling it as a Black disease, it had to be that way in the narrative so that the medical field can justify what they will do and what they won't do. And they think we dumb and we don't know that. But we know that. We're not stupid people, you know. And that old slave narrative is old. And we need to get up out of that. And when we talk about they do this, and who is the they? I don't care what they do. They don't have power over me. So, you know, I just think that, you know, we have to make sure we understand where things come from, how they evolve, how they got started. And when you know that, that's in the African tradition, that's called Sankofa. When you turn back and look at the history and find out where things come from, then when you turn back around and into your life, you know where you're going. You always want to know where you're headed, because you got to know where you come from in order to do that. Right. You know, and so I just think that you know, we are so steep, you know, into this world of construction that we think we don't have the power to change it. We can defy the lie. We can defy it. Mm-hmm. You know, and make up and give ourselves permission to make and construct our own meaning behind having the disease, behind how we get treated, you know, the services, the doctors that we choose. When we let them know that we're not you know, I have to let them know that I am somebody. Right? Because I've talked to some doctors that say, well, you know, it is steeped in racism, because I've worked at places where they feel like if you don't have a certain level of education, and if you don't have make a certain amount of money or working, you know, and not really making a living for yourself, then you don't deserve the health care. I said, wait a minute. I've been on both sides of the fence. So you mean to tell me when I wasn't making money and I was on SSI and I needed the government assistance and all this and all that, you mean to tell me that when I was that person, I didn't deserve health care? Now I'm the same person. I got an education. I work for myself. So now I deserve your respect. Now I deserve your attention. Does that make sense?
Doesn't at all.
It doesn't make sense.
Doesn't at all.
We are all human beings.
Right.
What happened? What happened? What happened to us? You know? Yeah. So that's what we got to give ourselves permission to be, as human, and to always look for the human nature and kindness of other people that are genuine, regardless of the color of their skin, because they're out there and they're willing to help us and help us to complete our journey in the direction that we have to go. So I hope I didn't stray off the question, because you know sometimes I get fired up and
no,
it's okay. I get so passionate because I want people to understand that they have the power. It's in them, that you make up your own mind. Don't worry about misconceptions. It's not important. It's just that, a misconception, and they want you to spend your time and every acre moment spinning your wheel, focusing on the wrong things.
Right.
And we don't have to.
Yeah.
We don't have to.
Preaching.
Oh, okay. Well, Kwanzaa, I have a question for you after that lovely answer that Felicia just gave us.
Beautiful.
Okay, how can we advance the state of sickle cell awareness?
Number one, a community got to come together.
Okay, say that with your chest then.
The victims got to stop. That they're not going to believe us if we fighting each other and we can't support one another. So that's the first thing. And then the support, the awareness, telling like testimonials like you was giving yours, Miss Felicia, how dry here would work for you, but Omika, you were nervous about getting on it. Me personally, at the moment, I don't take it. I was taking it back then, but I stopped again because I was scared of the side effects too. But that's it. Just coming together as a community, sickle cell community, helping one another. We all got pushing each other. Raising awareness about this illness, because they don't know unless we speak about it. Like Miss Nita said, the education is sad. It's sad how many you go in the ER. Like for me, that's why I just stay home and suffer. I'm just gonna be honest, because I don't want to go to the ER and get treated like a drug seeker. Like I'm coming here and ask for no drugs. I'm telling you, I don't feel good. X, Y, and Z is going on. Can we get to the root of the problem? Your first thing shouldn't be, well, we can't give you that, or we can't this and this and this. You coming in with hostility. I can't help I have this illness. You coming in with hostility for what? Especially if I didn't come to you with hostility. You know, can we both talk like educated adults and get me to
I started talking about the national health, the lung, heart and lung association. When I start using them terms, they listen. So you got to start talking. You got to start taking their language.
Yes.
Don't get in an argument with them. Start using their language.
Right. Because I noticed with
speak facts. That's what I do too. When I'm in the hospital, I don't talk to doctors about how I'm feeling or how they make me feel about the decisions they're making.
Right.
I talk about the facts of the situation because I know they hear that. if I'm talking to them, I'm saying, I feel like you're abusing your power, then they shut down automatically. They don't listen. But if I say, you know, according to the the guidelines for treatment of sickle cell,
first of all, I'm second on the list, high risk. Second on the list, baby.
Yes.
Okay, get them, get their attention. I'm second on the list. All right, so I'm high risk, so you can't just push me to the side.
Because they'll be quick to push you out in the waiting area. You could come in on the ambulance. It don't let me get you started to where you in the ER and their beds are out. So then you want to sit me in a center where everybody can hear my business, my health. No,
that ain't right.
So like y'all said, education, and like you said, speaking in their language and their tone. Yeah, I be hurting too bad to even argue with somebody. When I'm sick like that, I can't even be combative. My aunt who raised me and got me diagnosed at the age of 4 is one. Her and my husband are my advocates.
Well, teach them the language. Tell them what to do.
You're right.
So they can advocate
message you, so I can make sure they know how to talk. Because like you said, if you come in there and they looking at you like, oh Lord, here goes and don't call me no sickler. My name is Kwanzaa. I'm not a sickler. Don't call me.
Exactly. What is that, like a sickler? They be talking about the traffic, or what is a sickler on the freeway? I don't know what that is. I don't know. I
have no clue what that is.
What is that?
Right. Like,
Okay.
we have a
Oh,
sickler.
Mika.
What?
Last
It's
question.
specialties. I wonder who even came up with that term, sickler. I'm like, a sickler. I got a name, and it's sickle cell disease, not sickler. So, like you said, that is so important with the terms, the language, and basically, I said in essence, we got to come together as a community. There shouldn't be no division. There shouldn't be people stealing people's ideas. Support whoever pushing people's purpose. Don't steal what they doing. Don't do that. You know. So,
I'm sorry, my hat fell.
girl, I'm sorry. I'm just calling the witness.
Oh, that's a hat. I thought that was your hair. That's a hat. That is so
it's a fashion. So pretty.
Thank you.
I told her it was so adorable. I love it. But yeah, just support like Shabreon and what she doing. And I love Shabreon because she will shoot you some ideas and it be hers, but she'll say, hey, you can have it, you can push it. But it's just sad that the community would rather steal somebody's stuff than push their stuff. Don't take it and try to remix it. Do the original thing. You know, so, right. Because we did just talk about that, Shay. Like, we literally had a conversation on that. Once we can support each other, foundations, you know, ideas, passions, man, we will be unstoppable. What? We will be unstoppable.
Because that's the point. We already that.
Right.
We don't realize that. You got to tap into that to know you are already that. And then learn how to support that part of you.
Yes.
Walk in your power.
You don't use that side. You don't know nothing about it, so it scares you.
Yeah, talk about it.
So you have this false evidence appearing real, keeping you from living in your true desire.
Yes.
And you can't do that. You gotta go through that fire, get to the other side, baby. You just can't ignore that.
That's right.
It's the mindset to change what we say.
Talk about the
same compassion and love.
Sorry, Shabreon, say that again. Everybody talking at the same time.
Right. It doesn't hurt to share that same compassion and love with someone else. Like, I know that I have a fire burning inside of me. I'm very passionate about sickle cell advocacy. I'm very passionate about outreach. I'm very passionate about coming together as a community and figuring out what will work to achieve the highest results that we need, you know, to stop from people from dying, from people from suffering, you know. And it doesn't extinguish my light to give it to someone else, you know. I don't ever feel like me helping to light someone else's candle is taken away from mine.
It's enough for everybody. We live in this Western society that makes you think it's scarce. But we are made in the image.
Come on.
We are made in the image. Made in the image of who?
God.
And God is what?
He's
all in all, and that's all. Yes. Period. So what do you think you are if you made in the image?
Come on.
Okay.
Right.
So we live in abundance and don't know it, and we act like we don't have an abundant spirit. We made in the image. What he gave it to us. He gave it to us. He gave us dominion.
You better talk about
over everything. It ain't changed. His law is immutable. It cannot change.
Come on.
So, okay, I'm quiet.
You've
been taking us to church the whole time.
Nita got her boxing gloves on. She ready.
All right.
Yes. Oh my God. I'm so okay. Woo.
Are your kids still there? Because Ny'lah wants me to ask the kids a question before I ask Omika the last question.
No, she want to ask you a question. She's sitting right here on TikTok. She want to ask you a question.
Okay.
Use it to slap them.
Okay. Take them off and slap them.
So, in your opinion, I'm sorry, no, not that one. Okay. What is the number one way we can make a substantial impact or difference in sickle cell to you? This is for Ny'lah and for your daughter.
Okay.
Hiring bad nurses, getting good nurses, slapping those bad nurses.
Now the baby said fire.
Come on.
The baby said, but she ain't playing. Fire. What you know? She said fire and get good nurses. Come on now. That's all.
Come on, what else?
Come on, what else, honey?
One hospital.
Because it's not just the doctors; it be the nurses too.
Yeah.
Exactly. This is something she is picking up on.
Give them $1.
Hold on. I just want to say this because it's very it's so I was just in the hospital last weekend. I went in on Friday. I thought I was gonna get a blood transfusion and dip. You know, it's the hospital. So I ended up staying till Sunday. And they actually allowed me to keep Ny'lah with me this time at this specific hospital. And while we were there, Ny'lah, every time she talked to a nurse, she was just like, you know, there are bad nurses. You know, I appreciate you because you're a good nurse. And when I become a doctor, I'm going to be nice to all the nice nurses, and I'm going to just fire all the bad ones.
I said I'm going to hire a nurse because I'm going to give $50 to the good nurses, hire a nurse, give the bad nurse $1 a day, and then fire her the next day and say, give me back my money.
I can't make this stuff up.
Go on, girl. You the boss. You the boss.
Okay. For your daughter, same question. What was the question? Now I didn't forget. Hold on. Oh, what is the number one way that we can make a substantial difference? I'm sorry, impact or difference. Dang, why I can't read right now?
You can give better medicine so it won't hurt as much. Like your body won't hurt as much if you get some better medicine, like more helpful medicine,
like healthy stuff, holistic stuff.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Yeah, because these medicines have side effects and we need them. Yeah, that's a good one.
Mouth of babes.
I mean, and there, you know, and there's people out there that knows the holistic approach. We just can't be afraid of it because we used to the Western medicine. Holistic approach take a little longer because you got to take more of it, you know, before it really settles into your body. You know what I mean? But I believe holistic medicine work.
It's not damaging like the prescriptions can be very where damage can't be reversed. Have be fear with prescriptions. Things that you know you can't fix it is done. I'm sorry, baby. What else she's gonna say? I'm sorry.
And I think people just take sickle cell more serious, like other diseases like cancer. They should take it.
Come on now.
They can take it. They can take it seriously. Like the doctors can take it, like, because the doctors, they don't be like helpful or like they care with sickle cell. They should treat it equally. Right.
That's true. Yeah, all these things we see on TV about certain diseases, we should be right up there, you know. And so we're just gonna have to break the cycle. We're gonna have to do something.
Break the cycle.
And break the cycle. It has to be broken. And I think it's a lot of things a lot of people are doing. There's more medicines that have come out. I think we are getting more funding for research. You know, it's changing. It's changing. It's have changed in the last, maybe 4 or 5 years. Making some money come that way for research. So we just got to keep
that leads me to the next question, actually, for Omika. Sorry, hold on, I lost it. Okay. Okay. Who, in your opinion, is making the greatest health advances in sickle cell treatment or cures?
You know what? I'm gonna have to say the doctor that came up with even flow.
Okay.
He is he's doing a lot for sickle cell, and it's holistic, and that's what I like about it, because you don't have side effects, and you do need to take it consistently for it to work, but it actually works, and you don't have like the excess pain or the digestive problems and all of that. It just works, and it doesn't give you like side effects.
Okay. Cool. All right. I definitely appreciate your answer. I think that I appreciate all of your answers. Everybody had so much great input, so much to add to this, and I just again want to thank you all for being a part of this. I want to just go ahead and claim it right now. This is the first annual Daughters Tea. How about that?
How about
Yeah,
that?
I'm down. I'm down.
All right now. All right now.
Okay, okay.
I'm gonna have to go and your daughter.
I get it. It's and when I first started this, I don't want anyone to feel left out. So men are invited. I know I said daughters, but men are definitely invited. It's not,
Oh, look at it. That's your daughter.
Don't we look
oh.
So cute.
like her?
Okay.
I just want to share a couple memories of a couple of things about my mom, and then we're going to get ready to end this because it's been a while, and I want to give you all
This
a
was
chance
good,
to,
girl.
I don't know, maybe enjoy the rest of your evening.
Okay. I'm gonna get my light. It looks like I'm getting darker.
Okay. Well, okay. So I want to start with, my mother in life. The memories that I have when she passed, there are a lot of things that I know we did that I don't remember. Like, I remember she literally took me to almost every amusement park in California because she wanted me and her to experience that type of thing. I can always remember us going to take pictures together, getting all dressed up or matching. That's why a lot of the stuff I do with Ny'lah is stuff that my mom did with me, as far as like matching and taking pictures and just different stuff that she started, and I feel like was our best memory on. It's crazy because I find myself thinking about all the times that I really wish she was still here, but knowing she's still here. Like, she's left, of course, but there's always subtle reminders that she's still with me. And I appreciate that. And I love that about my mother. And also, when she passed, I just had this memory, this flashback actually earlier this week. I was talking about like hip hop rappers, female rappers in hip hop, and I had a conversation with a friend about like female rappers and who I liked, and we got to talking old school rappers, and it got me remembering about the time after she passed away that I would go and get into one of her cars and just blast Yo-Yo and sit there. It's a rapper called Yo-Yo. Her name is Yo-Yo. Yo-Yo, MC Light, you know, Queen Latifah, people like that. And I would sit in her car and I would feel like so close to her because here's the music that she loved and I know she could listen to. And I'm just sitting there in her car feeling all of this great energy. I can remember doing that now. So much happened that I kind of forgot about that. But it really was helpful in my healing process. It was very beneficial to me. It made me feel closer to her, and to this day, like just thinking back, I really still feel closer to her because of that. Yeah, and I know I talked about this yesterday, how I forgot her favorite color. So I had to contact my aunt and ask her what my mom's favorite color was, which is ironic because her favorite color is actually my favorite color. We both love purple. So
Purple.
it was like, okay, how did I forget that? But I found myself for so many years being angry with myself because it's like, I would like, if I didn't sound exactly like her, I would have forgotten her voice. But I literally sound just like my mom. Like I'm like a exact copy paste. The only thing is she was just smaller than me because she was like 5 feet or something like that. So that's the only thing. But you know, it's a blessing to have that, to be able to look in the mirror and see her, to be able to listen to my voice and hear her, to be able to think about all the great times that showed me care, especially when I was sick. When she was alive, I never went to the hospital, not one time. I mean, I might have went when I was like 1 year old or something like that, but like my childhood, she always took care of me. I never needed a hospital. So I know that's a blessing because I know a lot of kids with sickle cell don't have that type of, memory of not going back and forth to hospital at a young age. Now, after she passed, I think at 11, 12, something like that, I started going to the hospital. But just to know all those years I went and I was able to take care of myself at home. Well, not take care of myself. She took care of me. That allows me to remember all the things that she did and take care of myself at home now. So it's all a blessing. And I just want to thank her tremendously for giving birth to a goat.
Yeah.
No, I'm a chill out. But yeah, I just wanted to say that, and I'm grateful, and I'm grateful I get to share those memories with people that I truly love, respect, and appreciate. So again, thank you so much for being here. I want to send a special thank you to my auntie. I don't know if she's watching, or she might go back and watch it later, but I just want to say thank you through all the ups and downs. You've always been here, and you're the last, thing I have with my mom in this world. And I just appreciate you for all that you've done. And thank you again. So yeah. Do you have anything you want to say? Girl, I ain't about to. Does anyone have anything they want to say before we go?
Well, of course, I know we want to thank you for inviting us, and me personally, Miss Shay. You are a trailblazer. You be doing it on all platforms, getting the message out there. I love what you do. We still, we over here at Six Coach still want to help you get that business plan together so that you can really hone in on your craft.
Yeah.
And earn what you worth for doing all the work that you do. You know, I know you love it because you do it for free, but it don't hurt when you
Be
can
compensated.
be compensated for what you do, because you do too much to continue on and not be compensated. But we appreciate you, and I love what you do, and I thank you for always thinking about me to join you, and I hope we can get Unpacking My Past back. But I'm glad you're going to be at my event tomorrow at 1 p.m. It's called Ask the Sex Coach. It's really unpacking what is a sex coach. Ask the sex coach. So, so it's at 1 p.m. You can go to my website, www.6, number 6EX, like it's on my screen here, coach.life, and register. So I hope to see you there tomorrow. If you can be there. Everyone.
Okay.
All right.
Y'all make sure I get the link. I'll join.
All right. Sure will.
My
Thank
friend's
you.
birthday party yesterday. Today. Tomorrow.
Nothing. She's excited about something that happens before the event. It's a party that we're going to. So
awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, girl, you got to take care of what your plans are.
Yeah. Anyone else have anything to say before we go, before I close this out?
Well, I love you, Shay, and thank you for inviting me to be on here today. I'm always going to have your back. I love you. What to death, to life. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I am going to support everything you do, no matter what.
And I love and appreciate you too. I love you to life.
She said, love you.
Thank you all for being here and and accepting me with my crazy self.
Of course.
We just love you.
When my mom passed, and I went into her room and I said, "Mommy, I miss you." And I swear I heard her say, "Listen, girl, I just left there. You'll do fine."
Okay.
And when I look at the mirror, I can see my mom and myself.
Yeah.
When I look at my siblings, I can see my mom in them, as well as my cousin. So our parents are always with us, even when not in the flesh. They're still here. And if we can be as proud as us as they are of us, and keep on doing the work like they did for us, we cannot fail. All we can do is leave our mark like God wants us to. And we just know we did God's work. So I thank each of you, and I love elephants. So this is my baby. And never forget. So I will never forget this. Thank you so much, Shabreon.
No problem. Okay. So I just want to say thanks again. You all are so appreciated, truly. And I'm excited. I'm really fired up because I know all of this is gonna lay foundation for something amazing. We've already started things in the past, and I see the future. Well, I don't see the future, but I can imagine the future being so much brighter and having so much of an impact in this world. So thank all of you who've helped me make that impact, and that will continue to help me make that impact on this world. So without further ado, okay, y'all know what that means. Now comes my positive words of wisdom, which is start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can. Until next time, folks, peace.
Bye.
Peace out.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Mother's Day weekend.
Yes, happy Mother's Day.